So let's give it up for Jordan.
Thank you, thank you. So as young as 6 years old, I knew that I was different. I could just feel it in my heart. I remember before bed at night, I would pray to God to wake up as a boy the next morning. Obviously, that's not how that works. And I was raised by two wonderful women, and so I thought, oh, I like girls, maybe I'm just gay. And I took that into consideration. I lived that part of my life for quite a while. But as I got older, I realized that there was just something missing, something wasn't clicking, I wasn't feeling connected to my existence, and as a person, I think being who you are and feeling like every day you have a purpose is a huge part of life. So right after college, right after high school, I cut my hair short the way I always wanted it to be, such as this, and I saw my reflection, and for the first time ever, I really felt like I was on the right path. I felt connected to who I was in the mirror. From there, I looked into more research. I started connecting with a gender therapist, and after a while, I decided to finally come out to my coworkers, my friends, my family, and tell them I identify as a man, and the change just kind of skyrocketed from there. That was my sophomore year of college, I believe, that summer. It was not easy. It was not fun. I had a lot of ups and downs with people. Some people no longer talked to me. Some of my family was very off-put and confused of all that. And eventually the pronouns did come eventually to them, but of course, knowing someone for 19 years and referring to them as one thing, and then the next morning it's like, oh, okay. I mean, that's going to take some time, and I'm naturally not a patient person, so I was like, what do you mean? It's just one word, but it does take patience with that person in order for them to fully come to realize what's going on. After I got more comfortable with that, I began using the men's bathrooms on campus because that was a safe option for that. I was binding my chest, which was not fun, especially in the heat of August. It's 85, 95 degrees outside, and I'm wearing 2 sweaters to cover my double D chest. Anyway, so emotionally, it was not fun. It was not easy. My grades slipped. I got a D for the first time. I had always been an A or B student, so it was just a wreck. I wasn't going to class. I was losing my temper at work. I was just very frustrated because I knew who I was trying to become, and I was blocked from that. I wasn't able to fully get there yet because I had to navigate all this other terrain. And emotionally, I struggled a lot. My relationship with my parents was very difficult and awkward for a little bit. I thought, since I was raised by lesbians, they'd be like, okay, but I mean, like every parent's gonna have some sort of drawback to a decision their child makes. That's just natural human parenting. But eventually, I did overcome that through therapy and the support of my girlfriend, now fiance Danielle. She was there for me a lot. And then finally, December 19th of 2016, I had my first testosterone injection to help start the process of me medically transitioning. I did that at KU Medical Clinic for a while, and then after about 3 months of that, I began doing it on my own at home. Everything is prescribed, everything is legal, nothing is done without doctor supervision. I get my levels checked every 6 to 12 months. And then on December 18th of 2017, almost a year later, I had my bilateral mastectomy, otherwise known as top surgery, to remove my female breast tissue, which then resulted in a wonderful flat chest. I went to the beach in Florida about, I think, a couple weeks after this and proposed to that woman over there. So that was a lovely time. So after that, it literally was a weight off my shoulders. I finished my undergrad, summa cum laude or whatever, magna, I don't know, Latin. And of course, though, after all of that, now that I look like a man, sound like a man, I am a man legally in all terms and expressions. I had to navigate the way that I express myself in the world because as a woman, no one thinks you're going to try and mug them or hurt them. But as a man walking alone at night, if I see a woman also walking alone, I have to purposefully make sure I'm not approaching her too quickly or too fast because I don't want to come across as a predator. So I do take that into consideration, as well as like getting on an elevator alone with a woman and other things such as that. The biggest part, though, to take away from all this is that I had the courage and the support to become who I truly needed to become in order to live my best and authentic life. I now am a homeowner at the age of 22. I have 8 cats. That's right, 8. I just got promoted. I'll be the operations manager for our new Vasa fitness location. So that's another great thing as well. And I am in my master's program. So overall, live your life.